You are all disappointments and don't deserve my pity. If you aren't prepared to be insulted, kindly piss off. Hollow Knight just hit its 4th anniversary. I just gave you guys a literal idiot's guide to getting started, and still there are some of you who don't understand how to continue past step 10. Are you stupid? Does the concept of exploring cause physical damage to your tiny brains? Just how dumb are you? Look, if I'm going to be holding your hand through the entirety of this game, you better learn something lest I rip your fucking thumbs off. Context. Hello again, and welcome back to Idiot Central. Today, we'll be assisting the mentally handicapped with their inability to walk in a straight line. These mindless sacks of potatoes are probably still stuck at the beginning of the game, sitting on that bench with a fully functioning map that updates as they go and displays their location in fucking real time. If you know somebody who hasn't beaten Hollow Knight yet, or could just use a friendly pep talk, please send them this video so that they can receive the endless help and support of our loving community. And with that said, here's 5 easy steps to getting you toddlers through Green Path. Right, with that out of the fucking way, let's get started. I genuinely have no idea why you lot get so lost so quickly in this game. I literally explained to you that all you need is to go to the blank areas on your map and wander around a bit. By the time you get to the next bench, it will have automatically updated and you'll be able to work out where you've been and where you've still yet to go. But apparently that's too hard. So once again, I'm in the position where I have to drag your toddler-looking ass through the game in the most babied way possible and find all the ways to do it using no more than 3 brain cells. Part 1. Alright, looks like I'm going to be helping you useless lot get through the game again. This time we have a very similar checklist on our hands like before, which should make you feel good. Today our main objective is to get the Mothwing Cloak. Just so it doesn't hurt your pathetic brains, you press a button and you do a little dash. It's not complicated. Optional side objectives include getting a stag station, lots of geo, a free grub, a bigger map, the Hunter's Journal, and should you want it, saving the most irritating character in the entire fucking game. To get all this, however, we've got to do some killing and some walking, so don't fuck it up! First things first, get off your lazy ass, walk right, and head down the well again. At the bottom, you'll break your legs, and I'm sure at this point you already feel lost? You can't be serious. Really? Just head left. For fuck's sake. You've already done this before, it shouldn't be that hard. Alright, now we're back in the room that should set off alarm bells in your head, but before you decide to plunge your way to the bottom, I'd recommend getting your fat, stubby little legs onto the top platform, walking left some more, and then dropping down. Do you remember reading the title of this video? It said something about green. Are you seeing a correlation here? No? It's Green Path, for fuck's sake, just go through the door. On the other side, you will be met by Billy No Mates, who I've got to say is probably the most socially safe guy in all of Hallownest. Sadly, you've got to kill him if you want to keep moving, and to do that, you're gonna need 4 spells. Knowing your useless ass, you probably forgot to pick up Soul as you were traveling here, and are now stuck looking like a total idiot. You've got 2 options. Sit here and wait for him to spit out something alive and crawling, or go outside and start smacking whatever comes close to you. Whatever you pick, hit him with 3 spells, then get more Soul, and do it one last time. Now watch him explode into Geo, that you'll probably lose when you die later on. Moving forward into the next room, you've got some basic platforming to do. Good players use something called a fireball skip here. But we both know that that's not happening today, so just stare at your feet, head left, and walk to the steps instead. Heading into the next room, guess what? Rather unsurprisingly, you've got more platforming to do. You want to be spending your time here on the upper platforms. Feel free to take as long as you need. This isn't a race. I don't want to have to come back here to see your corpse floating in the acid below. Once you get to the end, bonk your head on this platform to remove your last remaining brain cells and head through to safety. Yes, safety. Just up here is a bench that you're gonna sit on. This game will tell you that the map has been updated, but you'll also be pleased to note that you don't actually have a map for Green Path yet, so I'm gonna have to drag your useless ass through here to get it. Part 2. Moving into the next room, you may notice, if your limited attention span is capable of this, that there is someone up there looking down at us. Once again, if you know what you're doing, you could fireball skip up there, but we all know how that's gonna go. So if you've got even some level of competency, just drag this little fly up there and pogo off his head. But who the fuck am I kidding? He'll probably kill the bastard before you get anywhere, so instead, we're gonna have to go the long way around. Keep looking down while being mindful of where there are platforms and where you'll drop into certain death. Pick up this little geomound because I said so, and head into the next room. Thankfully, we have to go this way anyway, because this is where you'll find the next map and begin learning some of Green Path's mechanics. Here's a tip. If you see a vine, cut vine. Got it? No? Great. Well, now you've got that thoroughly nestled into your ADHD brain, let's continue on. It's worth noting that you can time your cut so that the block falls onto any unsuspecting enemies beneath it. It adds a nice touch to the scenery. I'm not sorry. Hopefully, if you've somehow maneuvered your way to the end of the room in one piece, your ears will pick up the delicate humming of Cornifer. Talk to him, buy his map, and that's one item ticked off the fucking list. Once that's done, head back the way that you came, past the gap, not down past it, to cut the vine and unlock an easy shortcut. Now you can head down and prepare yourself for a very satisfying bit of floor decoration. Oh, that's lovely. And proceed to the large abundance of teeth protruding from the fucking walls. Pay no attention to the fact that the music stopped. It's okay. Don't worry. It's only danger. If anything yells, just run. You'll be fine. Just talk to him. If you didn't run away with your hands over your ears like a little bitch, you'll have successfully earned yourself the Hunter's Journal. One more item ticked off the list. If you need a dumbed down explanation, it's just a list of every enemy in the game. Find them, kill them, see what it says. Got it? Part 3. Heading out, remember that thing I said? If you see Vine, cut it. Now with your path laid out to you about as obviously as functionally possible, it should lead you to a free grub. Good job, that's 3 items ticked off the list already. I hope you're proud of yourself. I won't praise you again. Keep heading left and you'll eventually begin playing Chase the Thing in the Red Dress. Head all the way to the left and pick up the Geomound that's here. Great, now you know that even the plants here want you dead. Continuing left like you've broken your controller and now it's stuck heading in only one direction so you keep bashing your head against these little leaf mounds, you'll eventually come across Little Red Riding Hood once again, along with a secret here that you can't reach, and will probably forget even exists in the next 30 seconds. She'll keep playing tag with you, urging you to go up and up, and now you're in a room that you will most likely fall all the way to the bottom in multiple times. Don't feel bad, you're just trash. Feel free to buy the bench, pick up the Geomounds, and kill literally anything that moves. You're gonna be here a while. Once you've somehow made it to the top, I urge you to have full soul before leaving. You're gonna have some unwanted company. Part 4. Meet George. He's a quiet fellow and a sleepy boy. If you choose to wake him up, you're gonna need to know how to get him back to sleep pretty damn quickly. The sequence to remember is nail to wake him up, nail once he's awake, and then throw every spell you've got at him. If you did it right, he's resting peacefully as a charred lump on the floor, and you're free to head to the next area. Once you're through, start going left. Personally, this next bit is entirely up to choice. You've got 2 options. You can A, keep walking left and ignore the sounds of a creature feasting on another creature's bones, or B, go up there and see what the fuck is going on. Your choice. Once you've made your choice and continue on, down here lies 2 important things, a buttload of Geo and 2 more of George. It makes quite a lot of sense to me that you'd want the Geo, but it also makes sense to me that you have absolutely no idea how to use a controller and will probably die over and over again. If you for some reason have faith in your distinct lack of ability, then sure, head down, hit both Georges once, go to one side, and then yeet all of your spells, hitting them both at the same time. If you pulled that off, great, that's 1 more bonus item ticked off the list. Alternatively, you can abandon your pride, go past them, and continue on till you reach the sign for the next stag station. Head down, then left, or alternatively have another deadly brush with plant-based suicide, and buy your next stag station. If you didn't pick up the Geo from earlier, don't worry, you should still have enough to buy it. I did the math, and I was still 18 Geo over what I needed before killing George's extended family. And now that's the final bonus item ticked off our list. Part 5. This is it, morons! You've made it all the way to the last step. I seriously doubt it was this smooth for you given your, distinct ability. But guess what? You made it! You got another grub, picked up a bunch of Geo. I hope you didn't investigate what was going on up there. And a bigger map. Honestly, that's a pretty extensive list, so really, yeah, well done. And now prepare to get absolutely curb-stomped by your first actual boss fight. But who am I kidding? You're watching this because you've got 3 brain cells, so I'm gonna make this easy. First things first, leave the stag station and head up. Go up a bit more, duck into the left passageway, and prepare for your first real fight. Yeah, about that. Remember the number game we played last time? We're doing that again, this time with the number 11. Hit her 11 times in a row and she'll get staggered. This gives you enough time to heal if you're bad, or alternatively,
stare into the endless abyss and void in her eyes.
I mean, take a breather. Get it? If you're feeling really confident and have soul to spare, then throw spells at her for extra damage and speed up the fight dramatically. Once you're good enough to be able to read her attack patterns, she'll fall apart pretty quickly. Psych! Get a load of the look on your face. You thought you were strong. She just got up and yeeted out of here. God, you're so weak. Look at that tiny little nail. You actually think you beat Hornet? What a meme. Whatever. Just pick up the Shade Cloak and that's the final item ticked off our list.